although this proved tricky as I'm writing a speech about my father. So in this realisation, I decided to scratch this resource and show the impression that I've got from him over 16 years. People in the audience here see Bernard as a friend, neighbour, or even a colleague, and the select few see him as a husband or father. I can safely say that I am the only one who sees him as a stable form of income.
And you two don't.
In the last few years, the old man has decided to take a quite obsessive interest in hiking. He has been on many expeditions to the main peaks in England, Scotland and Wales, and often takes pride in the fact that he has climbed a lot. But for the 3 Peaks challenge, he conventionally chooses not to mention that he didn't complete it in the 24-hour time limit. But being a man who does not accept defeat, he has decided to take the rational approach. He would not waste his time conquering 3 measly peaks, but instead he would take on the 24 Peak challenge, dragging a group of young men with him and Mike Wilson. When reaching the fine age of 50, many people have had or are yet to have a midlife crisis. I think it's fair to say my dad has had his midlife crisis, and the centrepiece is the big Volvo standing outside. Although being the caring person he is, he has realised it's probably best for the environment if he does not take his lovingly named beast to work every morning, and so has taken the Dutch alternative and decided to cycle. The most recent evidence of Bernard's coming of age is the uptake of his new hobby, golf. Recently, to restore some pride, he thought he would take his 2 sons to the driving range. He did this in the hope that he would find a sport which he was superior at. But to his horror, both Henk and I managed to hit the ball further than the old man, working hard and taking lessons. To remind us all of his youth, and to embarrass him a little, we put some photos up of him. He has always threatened to show embarrassing photos at our weddings.
And I will.
Yeah. So we beat him to the punch, and Catherine found some photos of his stunning 6-pack and ears resembling those of the donkey which he was riding. So let's all take a moment to show our appreciation to a man who has affected all of our lives in his 50 years, and we wish him well for the decades that are yet to come.
Well, it's great you're all here. It's great to see your children grow up. Yesterday we had a great experience. We went to a restaurant, Chinese restaurant, and there were 3 waitresses, 2 in their sort of 20s, and 1 definitely in her 40s. The one in the 40s took a clear liking to Mikey. To the point that the other 2 waiters said, "You have to run." So in the end, Mikey indeed did run.
Straight out.
But my 50s coincides always with our 10 years in the UK. 10 years ago we were sort of coming in your neck of the woods and living next to you. Obviously didn't know anybody here. It's great to know that this for us feels very much at home. To me that's very much around friends, which is great to see you all here. It's also around family that's stable, that really like the place here. I feel very blessed with all the things we've got, so I thank my Heavenly Father for that. I feel very blessed with the lady at the back, with Karen there, for all she's done. And it's great to have you all here, it's great to have the children here for the weekend. It's also great, I find, that they're sort of going through the ranks, and there's a new phase coming of Karen and I doing new things together, like playing golf or being on the driving range. It's been really wonderful to see Karen also taking up counselling over the past few years and starting a new career in that sense, and it's been a privilege to be part of that. Also today was a surprise, the singing, Will from Exeter all of a sudden came there. And actually when you stepped out of the car, I thought Catherine wanted to say something else than this is the magician from Exeter. So it's great to have you all here. There's birthday cake now, which you can take. And well, thanks very much for coming all.